Going to be talking about dresses and the menopausal belly. So, how can you find dresses that are going to disguise and maybe even flatter your menopausal belly? Well, girlfriends, I have some amazing magic tricks to share with you today, and we're going to get stuck in. For those of you who are new to me, my name is Tracy Gold. I'm a personal stylist, designer, and show host, and I am passionate about helping women to create closets that make them look and feel fabulous even as they navigate their body changes. And I had to do the same thing when I hit perimenopause. I was like, what the is going on with my body? And I had to just recreate my style and figure out what works for me. Now I get to share it with you because not only do these tricks work for me, but they also work for the many clients that I have worked with. All right, so girlfriends, let's get stuck in. The things that we're going to be discussing today are what are the things to look out for in your dresses, and then what are the things to completely avoid. And so I'm going to start out. I want to show you some images, and this is one of the easiest ways for me to do it. Besides going and getting a whole bunch of different things to try on and show you, you will find that we're going to talk about three main things that your dresses need to have. Okay? Three main things that your dresses need to have. First of all, they need to have some semblance of shape, and the shape needs to have some form of fit and then flare. It will vary from woman to woman, and we're going to talk about different types of fit and flare, different types of shape, how much shape is too much shape, how much is too little. But what you want is shape. And what we want to avoid in this instance is this kind of thing. So something that is super big and baggy and has absolutely no shape is actually in the end going to make your menopausal belly look bigger. Not just your menopausal belly, but your whole body. The second thing that we're looking for is something, so we've got shape. The second thing that we're looking for is the fit and flare. Now, why is this important? Well, this is why it's important, okay? So when you wear something that is narrowed towards the bottom, okay, like this kind of thing, can you see how this is going to place all of the emphasis right here? I mean, you can see that even if I pull that dress aside, and in this is a brilliant example. So I'm showing you two different ideals of one where it's a little bit baggier on top, and I have seen those dresses around where they have more fullness on the top, but then they narrow towards the bottom. That A is going to restrict your walking, which isn't really fun. And then B is actually going to make your belly look wider and your waist look almost non-existent, okay? Whereas if you have fit and flare, and as you can see by the dress that I'm wearing, it doesn't have to have a lot of shape. It doesn't have to be super tight. It just needs to have some waist definition and then flare out beautifully. And that is what this dress does. So we want something that is going to fit slightly and then flare out. And we'll be talking about different options. And don't worry, for all of the ladies who want to disguise your upper arms or even cover up your upper arms, there is a sleeve option for every single style. Okay? Every single style. There is always a sleeve option. And by the way, if you're here, let me know where you're coming in from. It's wonderful to have you. The other thing that you're going to notice, and although I am going to show you both printed and solid color dresses, because I know some of you really struggle with prints. Print is, I just want you to consider that print can be your best friend. And this is the thing. When I first hit perimenopause and gained an extra 3 inches around my belly overnight, I had to wear solid color clothing on QVC. And I was like, oh no. And you also can't wear just big and baggy stuff because on camera it's going to look like one big blob. And I realized how difficult it is to get those solid colors right. I have found ways to get solid colors right, and we will be talking about them. But for the most part, for the easiest thing to wear, a print is the easiest. Girlfriend, a print is the easiest. Let me show you. This is me, okay? I was very bloated. I nearly had heart failure when I saw myself in this dress. Look at my belly. That is what a solid color does. A solid color is very difficult. You have to get the right fabric, you have to get the right shape, you have to get all that. Now, I have got some examples of that, so don't worry. If print is not your jam, I have got some solid color things, and we're going to talk about how to do it and do it effectively. But I have to tell you that print works like magic. Print disguises a multitude of things. Print also makes it possible for you to wear even more fitted styles. So let's say, for example, this dress wasn't quite as, it still had that fit and flare, or like what Stella's wearing. Let's look at what Stella's wearing. Stella's wearing a wrap dress. In a solid color, in this fabric, this would be much harder. Whereas it still could work. I'm not saying it can't work in a solid color, but it is harder. In a print, she doesn't have to worry. Thank you, Stella. So we'll be doing a lot of, I'm going to give you all of these examples today. Okay, so let's get stuck into the examples. Just for the sake of this, guys, this is an opportunity for you to shop as well. I am going to be pinning the items on the bottom, and please feel free to ask me any questions throughout the show, because that is what this is for. All right, so for those of you who have questions, there is no stupid question. Please feel absolutely fine to just ask me. Now, I have got this dress. This is what I call the wear 3 ways dress. It works like magic. I'm going to talk you through all the different ways that it works and why it works like magic. And I'm going to also say that I have it in 3 different prints. So I have an exclusive deal at the moment where you can get the dress and the belt and save like $150, which is amazing. So check out the link below. And then it also is, you can choose between your 3 different prints, and you can choose your length. Okay, you can choose your length. So that's what's really cool. If you don't want to wear short dresses, don't stress about it. You can have the longer version. All right, and it can be adjusted to your shape. So feel free to ask me any questions about that. Okay, so the wear 3 ways dress, and this is actually what I started my collection with, because I realized that women were going to need something that was going to be very easy to fit and buy online. Like, it has to be a complete no-brainer. It has to be something that you just can throw on, and I just know it's going to work for her. So what I did, and I tried lots of renditions. Okay, so it is, I have thank you for the question. I have an exclusive deal for you at the moment, okay? It is $299, save $150 if you get the dress and the belt together. So it's a combo. For the one that I'm wearing. Yes. So it is tagged in the bottom. Okay, hold on. Let me tag that one for you. If you click on the item that is tagged in the video, it will take you directly to the website, and that's where you can make your choices. Okay, so you can choose your fabric, you choose your length, and then you get your belt that goes with it. There are three different prints to choose from, and you get to choose your length. All right. So what I did was I tried a bunch of different ones. I bought a whole bunch of different dresses similar to the wear 3 ways dress to figure out what was going to work. And what I discovered is that if it doesn't have that slight shaping in the waist and flare out, when you belt it, it ends up looking worse. Whereas with this, it looks amazing. Okay, so this is how you're going to take it and belt it. I'm going to show you first the belting, and then I'm going to show you the different ways. But this is one of the different ways that you can wear it. So what you do is you take your extra volume in the front, okay, and you pull it. You take your extra volume and you pull it towards the front. Can you see already how that is giving us a nice cinched waist? Then you can pop your belt onto it. You can also get a brown one. By the way, I'm just using the black one for reference. Okay, it's like a mock snake. It's really fun. And then you pop that wide belt high up into your waist. And then you let the ties go at an asymmetrical level and down the body. Can you see that? Now, you can wear it either way. You can wear it belted. You can wear it loose. It doesn't matter. What is important is that it has some shape in the waist, and then it has flare there. When you belt it, if you use the method that I showed you, where you take those two pieces and you pull them to the front, I'll do it again for those of you who just joined, because I see a whole bunch of you who've just joined, like that, then what I find, look at this, it actually brings the fullness to where you want it to go, right in front of the belly. What a lot of women do with belts is that they wear them too low. Okay, so they tend to do this. Can you see how that just makes me look wider everywhere? It absolutely doesn't work. Also, even if I go here, that also does it. That also, you need to go above. So let me show you. This is where my natural waist is. Feel, girls, where your natural waist is, okay? Touch there. Then you go above it so that where the start of the belt is, that's where you're going to, that's the bottom is the belt. So that's your lowest point that you're going to go, and then you can tie it. And do you see how it works so perfectly? Also, do make sure that before you leave, and this is something that I am guilty of, check your butt. Just check that it's evenly distributed. But if you do use the method that I show you, often it is, because it pulls it in proportion. So again, I'm going to show you again. Pull those pieces, those excess fabric, pull it together like this, okay? Now, pop on the belt. Now, it does take a little bit of getting used to, but it works like magic. And these magic belts, you can get the brown and the black one for it. There's also a deal. So you can get those. Check it in the description box. Girlfriends, also in the description box, I've put it into all the categories. So the magic belts, the wear three ways belts, all of the dresses, all that kind of thing. Okay. So now, the other thing that I want to show you about this dress that's very cool is how you can adjust the neckline. So I have a smaller bust, so I can show off my shoulders. I really like to. I've also put the strapless bra that I recommend for a smaller bust. It is pinned in the products, and it's in the description box below as well. The nice thing about this is that you can adjust it. So if you want to wear a bra and you need to cover up a bra strap, you can adjust this to then put those pieces together. Can you see that? And you can have a bra strap. So that also allows you to adjust it according to how much coverage you need, how much of a bra strap situation you want, whatever it is. All right? Or you can pull it exactly like I've done, and I have it very, very cinched in because I like to emphasize my broad shoulders, and I find that that works very well. Again, you can wear it belted or not. And then for those of you who want a sleeve. So as I said in the beginning of the video, there is always, and I mean always, a sleeve option. Now remember that we have a couple of different things working at the same time. We have the print that is going to disguise the menopausal belly. We have also the shaping. It's got shaping in the waist, and then it flares out like that. And then if you want to take it even further, you can add the magic belt to it as well. However, if you want a sleeve, okay. Hello, Jatana. Thank you so much. All right. If you want a sleeve, there is another way to add a sleeve and further disguise the menopausal belly. Don't we just love it? Okay, so this is in exactly the same fabric. You can get it in a brown, in a solid color. I'll show that to you in a moment. So there is also that option. But my clients called this the magic blouse because it works like magic. So what it does is it gives you that sleeve, that coverage for the sleeve, and then you tie it high up into the waist. Can you see that? And then the ties just go down the body. And so it cinches nicely into the waist, drawing the eye down the body. Can you see how that works? So that is a really fun way to do it. And the nice thing is that if you get it with the fabric all together, then it makes it look like it's one dress. So it looks intentional when you're trying to cover up your upper arms, not like you're just throwing on some cardigan to try and cover it up. I love the dress, the top design, but struggle to find a bra appropriate for the style. Nutella, thank you so much, girlfriend. I did see your comment and I actually sent you a link. So I sent you a link, but let me go ahead and pin it. Nutella, I do have to ask you though, have you got like a fairly small cup size? So the bra that I am wearing is the most amazing strapless bra. In fact, I'll be honest with you and tell you that sometimes I just wear this bra. Oh, you're a double D. Okay, this is not the bra for you. However, there is a company that, you know what, Nutella, can you do me a favor? Can you email me? I'm going to give you my email address. Okay, here we go. My accent's top notch. Thank you so much. I'm an American South African, girlfriends. So I was born in the US, and then my parents took me to South Africa, where I lived most of my life, but I was around Southerners. So that's why there's the little bit of the twang. I was around Texans and people, Texas and all that kind of stuff. Oh, you're from India. Okay, cool. Nice to have you here. All right. So I just wanted to say to Nutella, Nutella, you got to tell me what your name is because I'm calling you Nutella. Anyway, so email me and I will email you back. I will reply back to you and send you a bra company that I think is worth trying. But what I want to say to you, Nutella, is that with this particular dress, this is the wonderful thing with this particular dress, is that it allows for more of a bra strap situation. So what you do is you just adjust it. That's why it's called the Wear Three Ways dress. From Canada. Oh, it's Sandra. Okay, dog's name. Okay. The dog's name. Then I would have to be Jazzy Gold. Because my cat, I have a Jazzy, he's my cat. He's a crazy cat. He may come in and have to make an appearance. Okay, so this is the thing, guys, is that this allows for, can you see? And I'm going to just put my hair up so that you can see. Because Nutella, you said the same thing about this dress last week, right, as well. You love this dress. Just bearing in mind, girlfriends, okay, that everything is customizable. Everything is customizable. There's another option as well that I'm going to show you with a sleeve. So it's a Wear Three Ways, but it has a sleeve. So that's also an option. But can you see here? Let me take my hair away so that you can actually place these two pieces together to cover a bra strap. And if your bra strap is of a similar color to the dress, it actually doesn't matter. Do you know what I'm saying? But if you wear a very thick strap, I still have women who have bigger girls that wear it like this. Then you could also consider the option of a magic top to go with it. And you either choose, hold on just a second, you either choose the one that is in the same color fabric or in the same print or in a solid color. Just hold on, let me put it back on. Okay, there we go. And guys, for a limited time only, I have this for, if you get the belt and the dress together, you get it for $2.99. It saves $150, which is incredible. So go ahead and grab that offer. And I only have enough fabric for one more in this print, because this print is already almost sold out. So it's selling out the dresses are selling out pretty quickly, and I cannot get the fabrics again. So my suggestion is, if you like them, grab them quickly. They're great vacay dresses as well. They're great for packing because they're crease resistant, and it's made out of a slightly textured viscose. I took this with me to Italy when I was traveling. I took a bunch of the pieces together, and I'm telling you, they're amazing. You pop them out of your suitcase, you hang them up for a few minutes, and the creases just come out. And then when you need to wash them, you just wash them in the sink and hang them up in the shower, and within a few hours, they're dry already. It's incredible. They are the most. Thank you. I've had that for quite a while. In fact, I had it done over again after quite a few years of having it. Okay, so Sandra, just let me know if this works for you, because you could also do that. Do you see? So you get to wear whatever you like, and then you pop that piece on over it. Now let me show you a completely sleeve option. Now, this option is also fabulous. You can also, by the way, all of these styles are customizable. If you do want to hop on a call with me, hold on. I just want to get that real quick. So, okay, here we go. I'm just going to pop this in the chat for you. Sandra, this might be something it's worthwhile for you. It's completely free. So and it's no pressure. There we go. Okay. Okay, so Nutella, Sandra, that's a great question. So this one can have, by the way, this can have a 3/4 sleeve. Hold on. Jazzy, are you okay, Bobo? He's my cat. I think he ate grass and he's getting it stuck in his throat. Okay, so you can have, you could do a cap sleeve if you wanted. You could also have it with a little 3/4 sleeve. So this is the same. It just gives you the different options. This one doesn't quite make it as a wrap. Specifically also because for you, unless you wear a cami on underneath it, you can do it like that. You just will need a cami. The cami, because of your bust size. So it's nice and stretchy, okay? The magic blouse, I have done a remake, a little bit of an upstyled version of or shall I say, a new and improved version of the magic blouse, is that what I've done to make it easier for you to wear as a wrap blouse as well, is I've put a little over here. Let me just see here. I've put a little slit in here. So that allows you to then wear it as a wrap blouse. So, but again, if you do have a double D, my suggestion would be wear a cami on underneath it. Okay, so this can do that. And then I wear this with jeans or with a white pair of pants or whatever the case is. So it allows you to wear it. That's the nice thing, is that then you can mix it up, dress it up, dress it down, all that kind of stuff. And I would wear this. I wear it sometimes with a pair of white jeans or with a pair of jeans as well, or white pants or whatever it is. Okay, so it allows you. It is so fun. That is intentional. It is a snake print. You are right. It is a snake print. Okay, so let me show you the next option. All right, and this is the style that has a sleeve on it automatically. All right, so I'm going to pin that real quick for you. All right, there we go. And this can also be ordered in the various different prints. So if the 2 layers, sometimes if you live in a very hot climate, the layering is too much for you, okay? I'm just going to have Stella hold the microphone for me. Thank you, Stella. Here we go. Stella just holds it nicely for me while I'm getting changed. Okay, so hold on. I do have underpinnings, but I'm trying to just be a little bit more, delicate. I don't ever want to have, here we go. Oh, you thought it was Tracy? No, it's not the same Tracy Gold. I have a different accent, as you can hear, but I do remember her. She's a little bit older than I am. Okay, here we go. I've got underpinnings on underneath, guys, but I'm just trying to, just for the sake of YouTube. YouTube is a class act. It's not, nobody's getting dressed without, nobody's flashing their goods here. Okay, so here we go. Let me just pop this aside and I will show this to you. Okay, and then also this comes in different prints as well. I'll show you the other print in a second. Sorry, guys. I just have to. Otherwise, my studio ends up as and it still did that. My studio ends up as a hot mess for me to clean up after the live. Okay, so here's Stella. Now this one is definitely, this is an asymmetrical. And what I like about this is that this allows for some leg showing and some leg coverage. And then you can also adjust it. You can wear it off one shoulder. You can wear it off both shoulders. Or you can have it as a nice scoop. Or you can cinch it in tight and cover as a bra strap completely. So Sandra, for you, this might actually be a really good option as well. And then you can also belt it. So in this case, I'm going to take, you know me, I like a bit of pop. I like a pop of color. I'm going to take this. Here we go. Exactly. This can look, and that's what I'm trying to, this is my whole intention, ladies. This is my entire intention, is to create things that look good on everybody. Okay, so now I can take that extra there, pull it in front. Here we go. Pop the belt on it, and disguises the meno belly, emphasizes the waist, makes you look taller and slimmer with that lovely asymmetrical hemline. And then it shows some leg, but not so much leg. Do you see what I'm saying? So this is my own collection. And it's all customizable. So you will see as I'm going here that the product is tagged. So you can click on the actual product and it will take you directly to my collection, to my website. Okay, and then it is also available. It is also available, and this is my personal favorite. In fact, I'm going to market after the live, and I'm going to be wearing this today. I absolutely love this. And this is the short version. Let me just put it on for you quickly so that you can see. So this is the asymmetrical version, okay? Oh, yes, you like Donna Karan. I used to love Donna Karan, but Donna Karan isn't Donna Karan anymore. It's not the same thing any longer, unfortunately. Okay, whoops. You see, this is why I have to be careful. Sorry, guys. Hold on. My little cami situation didn't quite work. I'm so glad I checked that before I flashed the camera. Hold on. Okay. But I loved her. I loved when Donna Karan was really Donna Karan. Her philosophy was amazing. Okay, I think I have it back to front just because that's how I've tied it. It is exactly the same front and back. So you can wear it exactly as you want to. And then you tie it according to how you want to wear it. And it stays put. That's the wonderful thing. This is one of my personal favorites. I took this to Italy with me as well. I'll probably take it with me to Italy again. It is such a nice, breathable, soft. I've only got enough fabric for one more of these. So if you do like it, grab it quickly because I don't have a lot of. So ladies, I don't do large quantities. And I often find fabrics that are Italian fabrics that are left over. They're left over, or I import them. I've got beautiful imported fabrics from Italy, from Spain that are what's the word? Sorry, I've lost my train of thought for a second. They're sustainable. Okay, so they don't have the harmful chemicals on them. They're just amazing. And this is one of my personal favorites. It's really fun. And then you can also pop a belt onto it if you want to. But you see, can you see how that having a little bit of shape makes all the difference in the world? But it doesn't mean it has to be tight. And especially during summertime, I don't know about you, but I really struggle to wear very tight things because it just makes me sweat so much. Okay, and again, I'm going to show you how to do the belt. You're going to pull it in the front, pull it there, and voila, there we go. There it is. And it's slightly curved. You can see that the hemline is slightly curved, so it gives you a little bit of that extra front and back. That's it. Okay, so let's move on to the next style. Now I have the wrap dress. So Stella is wearing the wrap dress as we speak. Okay, this is the wrap. She's very woogity. I think I do need a new mannequin, but I'm a little bit attached to her. Okay, so this is one of the the fabrics. I'm going to pop on this one, which is my personal one that I have absolutely loved. It's one of my personal favorites. But then so is this one that Stella's wearing. Okay, a good wrap dress is amazing because it is so adjustable. If it's made out of a breathable fabric, which this is, it's going to give you such a good shape, but breathable at the same time. And then it's also available in the different prints. Okay, so here we go. The cami that I had on is just not staying. It's like rolling down because I cut the top off because I needed a strap this. It's quite hard to manage that. Okay, so this is the shape. Again, this is available in a long. You can have it in long and you can have it in short. It is always adjustable in the length. Now, what I like about this is that it's an all-in-one. Okay, it gives you the sleeve. It is not hot because it is breathable. And when you are in an air-conditioned situation where you need a little bit of a sleeve, you have that. So this is one of my favorite travel outfits that I wear a lot. Again, it's very easy to pack. It rolls up. You just hang it out and the creases just fall out of it. And if you need to wash it while you're away, you just pop it into the sink, rinse it, hang it up in the shower, and within a few hours, it will be dry. Okay, so it is available in the longer. I'll show it to you. This is the longer one. Okay, and I'll put on an example so that you can see. The longer one has got a pointed hem. And I'll show you the reasoning for that. I personally love this print. It is quite bold, so it's not for everybody if you're not into bold, very bold prints, but I personally love it. What you're looking for in a wrap dress is something that fits and flares, that gives you shape, and that is adjustable and breathable at the same time. Okay, so this one, hold on. All right, my studio is just going to have to be a hot mess. That's okay. Just a second, I'm going to put it on. Okay, here we go. So this does, you'll see here, this is the longer, but it's not full length dragging on the ground. Whoopsie daisy, my hair's in the way. Okay. I think the slit got put on the other side of this one, for this one. This is just a sample. Here we go. Whoopsie daisy. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So you will notice when I pull this on, do you see how that is longer? So it is longer, but it is still pointed. It has got a pointed hem. Hold on, let me show it to you properly. All right. So it has what I call the triangle hem. And the reason why I did this is because often we want to show a little bit of leg, but we don't want to show too much leg. Or we want to have that asymmetry really elongates and makes you look taller. And then also it doesn't really matter how long or how short it is. It will always be the right length. Whereas when you are going straight across, you want to be a little bit more careful with how you get your length, that you get your length right. So this is the longer version for the ladies who do want to cover up their upper arms. Again, it's going to give you the sleeve coverage, which I really like. And again, it's breathable and always fitted in the waist and flared at the hem. Notice how much it actually wraps around. Can you see that? It wraps around a lot. And that's what you're looking for. You want that fit and flare because that's going to de-emphasize the menopausal belly. Remember what I showed you. Whenever we go to something like this, it's going to further emphasize that part of your body. However, when you have that fit and flare, it creates a sense of balance. So many times, girlfriends, what we tend to do is focus all our attention on the parts that we want to cover up, and then we don't look at our bodies as a whole. When you look at your body as a whole, then you can dress for balance and create a balanced look, and then you disguise in the belly. But as soon as you're trying to work so hard to cover up something, you often can end up making it look a lot bigger. Now, this dress is available in also, so it's available, hold on, in the mermaid print, which is more of the blue. I'll show you, that's the back of it that gives you more of an idea of the print itself, and also the snake. Okay, so you can have, again, this is the cool thing, that everything is customizable for your length, and then you choose the fabric that you want. If you don't see what you want on the website, feel free to reach out to me. I have put, oh, I didn't put it in the chat. Hold on. There we go. I've put it, that's a call if you want to have a call with me. And it's a 15-minute free phone call just to chat about your options and help you decide on what's going to work best for you. Completely no pressure. All right? And it can be a video call so I can show you things as well. All right. So now we're going to move on to the solid colors. So let me know in the chat, girlfriends, are you more of a solids or are you open to print? And if you are more of a solids, have you ever tried prints? So let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you how you feel, because a lot of times women are very nervous about prints because they're afraid it's going to make them look bigger. Print only makes you look bigger if you are wearing something that doesn't have enough shape. If you're wearing something that doesn't have enough shape, it's absolutely going to make you look bigger. But if you have something with shape, it will work, because, and then the print actually disguises the menopausal belly. So it's really good. Light, what do you mean? What does light mean? As in you like wearing light colors, or I'm not sure what that means. Okay, so I'm going to just quickly pop into the next one. I'm just going to put my back towards you because it's just easier. I have got the underpinnings, but this chop just keeps rolling down, so I don't really want to get banned from YouTube. Okay, so here we go. I have actually been wearing this quite a lot, so it needs a wash. But anyway, it is one of my personal favorite dresses. It's a dress that I designed while I was on QVC and really needed something that was in a solid color that was going to not emphasize my belly, because, oh my goodness, that was just something so crazy. All right, so what I've done with this one is I've given you this lovely cutout. And what this cutout does is it does two things. A, it adds interest and it draws the eye up, but it also draws the eye away from your upper arms because it's focusing here rather than on your upper arms. Again, there will always be a sleeve option. Let me just pop a pin in this quickly. Pin the product for you. And it also does come in different colors. All right. Also, what it has on underneath is it has on a little bit of it's not quite a bra. So there's no elastic that holds it down there, but it has a nice facing so that way you don't see any bra straps. So if you have got a strapless bra on, you're not going to see those bra lines, which I really like. And if you are comfortable to not wear a bra, if you have a small enough bust, then that could also work for you. I sometimes do that. I'm able to do that. All right. It's also shorter in the front, and then longer at the back. And then again, you can belt it. So let me show you what I mean with this. So here we go. I actually need one of my brown belts. I don't have my brown belt. So let me just use the olive one in the meantime. Okay. So what you do again is you're going to take the excess there and you're going to pull it to the front. Can you see that? See what it's doing already. Can you see what it's doing already? Then you're going to pop the belt onto it. And then, voila. Do you see how that brings the extra volume to the front? And then it disguises, so it gives you that disguising. At the same time, you still have lovely waist definition, that you are drawing the eye down the body. It works like a charm. Now, what makes this fabric work is that it is a thicker cotton. So this is not the same as your t-shirting. Your t-shirting is a very lightweight cotton that will cling and will be fairly see-through. This is a thicker version, all right? But it still has that stretch. It's very stretchy, it is thicker, and it gives you more hold. The shape of the dress itself, again, remember what we need? We need that fit and flare. It glides, it gives you waist definition, but it has enough that it disguises the belly. Can you see that? It's just giving you a little bit of that comfort, and then you take it if you want to take it further. And you could also do this with, say, a gold, if you want to dress it up. This is one of my favorites. I do actually have one of these for sale on my website. It is a vintage belt. I love this belt. So this is what I wore on QVC. Now, the only downside to this kind of belt is that you don't have that tie going down the body at an asymmetrical level that then draws the eye down the body. And that does make a difference, I think, when you're disguising your belly. But it's still really fun. So I add that volume in the front, and then I pop the belt on, and there you go. Do you see what I'm saying? So it allows for you to play with this. It's silk made out of cotton. It's really comfortable. It's very stretchy. It can be both casual and dressy. I've got it on with my gold espadrilles. So this could be a nice going out in the evening during summer. It will be fabulous, and it works like a charm. Again, if you need a sleeve option, this is always the thing, right? You need a sleeve option. Hello, Denise. Good to see you, girlfriend. A sleeve option is then, here we go, and then you can pop that on. Obviously, then you don't need the belt, right? You don't need the belt with that. But if you want the belt, you could just leave it open. And you've got that sleeve. Now, this is not sleeve coverage. It's disguising the upper arms. So the frill sleeve is going to make the upper arms look narrow in comparison. That being said, if you want coverage, you can have it in a 3/4 sleeve. You can order it in a 3/4 sleeve. All of the products are listed in they are tagged to the video, so feel free to grab those. And it's available in different colors. Also, always, always, always adjustable to your height and your specifications. Okay? If you do want to can the belt, this gives you a great option. So Sandra, if you're still here, what I like about this option for you is that you could still have that cutout, and then you can have that'll cover up your bra strap. All right? And that's going to give you a beautiful look as well. Again, it's using the magic chop to really just highlight that above your waist, and then the ties going down the body really just work to de-emphasize the belly. So it's always, and you'll hear me say this a lot, girlfriends, I talk a lot about disguising the menopausal belly, but at the same time, I'll talk about other things, because a lot of times we focus so much on the belly, but actually we want to look at it as our body as a whole and create a beautiful balanced look. And that works so much better than trying to cover up. Okay, so now I'm going to show you another strategy that I have found works like magic. And this is, Mary, thank you. Very difficult to find asymmetric. Oh, really? That's so, yeah, there aren't a lot of asymmetricals, even at the moment now, even in the US as well. I love asymmetricals because it just draws the eye down the body. It's so much fun. Okay, so, but Mary, I do ship to France. So girlfriends, I ship all over the place. So that's always an option for you, okay? There are very few places that I don't ship to. All right, I'm just going to stand aside here quickly because my top is my top working today? No. Okay, hold on. I'm just going to pop this off for a second. Hold on. All right. My underpinnings are failing me because I cut the top part off, and now it's just rolling down all the time. It's just not working very well. Okay. Because I was hoping to have the strapless option. All right. Anyway, doesn't matter. We always work a plan. Okay, so now Just bearing in mind I have all these layers on underneath, so that's not always my favorite thing to wear. Oh my goodness. Okay, but at least this has got the little bra top on underneath. Okay, so now this is another option. And that is that side, the color blocking. And this is what I found so effective. So when I was on QVC and I had to wear solid colors and my belly was much bigger than it is now, I still have bloated days, but not nearly as bad as it was when I first hit perimenopause. I found that a color block works so well. A color block draws the eye down the body, and it really does, especially if you're using a darker color on the one side, it works like magic. It also, because it draws the eye down the body, takes the emphasis away from the belly, and then it also makes you look taller and slimmer instantly. And so that's what I love about this style of dress. Again, this could also be made in a shorter dress. I have it in a pink and a red. I love pink and red. This one is shorter at the front and then longer at the back so that you can bend over with ease. So that's really fun as well, because bending over is always such a problem if you're wearing a shorter dress. But what this does is it really just de-emphasizes the belly. Can you see how it does that? Still, it has some shape in the waist, and then it flares out. And again, it's made of the thicker cotton, so it doesn't cling in all the wrong places. Again, you can pop a belt onto it. So I don't have my brown. You know what? I'm just going to take. This is the piece of the brown. Sorry, guys. You prefer the shorter version? Mary, that's the wonderful thing. You can have it in shorter. Okay, so that's what the brown belt will look like. Isn't it cool? It's so amazing. See, this is the cool thing, girls. This is what I want to say. When you go into a store, you see something online, and you're like, oh, I just wish it was longer. Or I wish it was shorter. And then if you have it altered, then you have to spend all the money to have it altered. What's wonderful about shopping on my site is that everything is customizable. And there are always options when you place your order to put notes in there. And then if you need to have a conversation, you can have a conversation with me. So I'm going to pop it into the chat again. That is my link to just book a session with me. And it's 15 minutes and it's free. So it's not like you're going to feel pressurized. It's not a sales call. It's a connection call. Okay? It's a, hey, let me help you. And if you don't like it, it's fine. Do you know what I'm saying? It really is easy. Then again, as I said, always a sleeve option. So there's a sleeve option. So you can also use the magic top, put it on over, and look at how fun that is. Look at how fun that is. It is really cool. If you want this with the longer sleeve, you have it with the 3/4 sleeve for full coverage. You can have that. Absolutely fine. But this gives you options. And that's the cool thing, is that you no longer have to search for hours and hours and hours on a website hoping that you're going to find the thing that you want with the right combination. You can have it in the print that you want. You can have it in the colors that you want. And I'm here to help you as well. Okay, so the side-by-side color block. Let me know, Mary, just let me know if you want me to, Marilyn. Is it Mary Lean or Mary Lynn? Is it Mary Lean? Mary Lean. Let me know if you want me to try on the shorter version. I'm happy to do that. And then I have this one, guys. This is so good. This one is one of my favorites. So this was made, I did this out of the, there was a dress that I designed years ago called the Slimming Panel Dress. And when I had to do solid colors, I thought, how fun will it be to do it in the color block? And I'm going to show you how it works. So, okay, I'm just going to pop aside again. My studio ending up with all the dresses on the floor. But anyway, it's fine. We're getting to it. It's just because my underpinnings are failing today. All right, hold on. All right, so. All right, here we go. Okay, so this now, it's Mary Lean. Okay. Yay! Mary Lean. At least I've got it right now, Mary Lean. Okay, so this is the color block. This is the other color block version. So this is the slimming panel. Again, available in different colors. So if you don't like it in the red and the red and the green, you get to wear it in different colors. Again, there is a sleeve option. I'll show you the sleeve option in a moment. Now, I have to say that the slimming panel is really great if you're wanting to disguise your hips, okay, or give your hips some balance. I don't find this quite as disguising as the side by side for a menopausal belly, from a menopausal belly perspective. So the side by side is going to be more effective for that menopausal belly, okay? But the slimming panel is very, very, very slimming for those of you who want to kind of shave off a little bit from your hips. And then look at that. Do you see what I'm saying? It's so fun. It's really, really cool. All right, and then you have the option again of popping a belt onto it. Hold a second. So you have the option of popping a belt on. Okay, and again, I always like to take the excess, pull it to the front, and then pop the belt on. Do you see how that can give you a little bit of that extra volume in the front to disguise the belly? So if you were to get this and you're like, it doesn't quite give me the belly coverage that I'm wanting, then the belting is the option. So a lot of times, ladies, we think that belting is going to make the emphasis on the belly, but actually it doesn't. It actually takes it away and it allows you to put that extra volume right where you want it. Can you see how that works very well? So if I'm having a blow today and I want to wear this dress, I absolutely will wear it with a belt. And then when I'm having a good day, believe it or not, then I'll wear it without the belt. So often it seems counterintuitive, but it really is true. It really does work. And then again, we always have a sleeve option. Okay, so ladies, let me know in the comments. Yes. Listen, I actually am very inspired by vintage fashion. I go to a lot of vintage fairs and vintage like street, all the time. And I live in New York, and there's a lot of that. So I love anything vintage, and I go and I get my inspiration from a lot of the vintage pieces. So that's why you'll notice a lot of like 60s, 70s crossover type of vibes, and even 40s as well, because 40s was very much about the waist, defining the waist. Okay, so ladies, let me know in the comments if you have any questions. I know there is a delay with there are delays with the comments. I'm going to give you a few minutes to ask your questions. Now, for those of you, if you have been coming to a live, you've been coming to my lives regularly, or maybe you've even just come on and you're like, wow, I love that dress, but I'm just not sure. Easily pop on. I'm going to put it in the chat again. Just click on that link that I just put in the chat and book a 15-minute call with me. And it is a no pressure call. I am not there to sell you stuff that you don't want. It is just there for you to explore your options. And if it resonates with you, if it's something you're excited about, then you can place an order, or you can go away and think about it. If you do want personal styling, so I do offer one-on-one personal styling, both online and then in person if New York is an option for you. Either you're coming to New York or you live close by, or you come to the city sometimes. That's an option for you as well. So feel free to reach out to me to discuss either of those things. And then I do lives every Saturday so that it gives you an opportunity to ask your questions and come, and so that I get to engage with you. Because so often I'm creating videos and I'm just speaking into a camera, and I always imagine you girls there, by the way, like I have a picture of you and I feel like I'm talking directly to you, but at the same time, I'm not getting to engage. It's a one-way conversation. So I like to have these lives so that we can have a two-way conversation and we can chat and I can take your questions. So put in the chat if you've got any questions. I'd love to hear from you while I'm putting these things away so that my studio isn't a complete and utter disaster at the end of this. Although it's looked a lot worse, let me tell you. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let me know, girls, in the comments if you've got any questions. We do have, again, I'm going to just let you know that the exclusive deal that I have on at the moment, I call the exclusive deal. Here we go, is the dress that I was wearing. Okay, and you save $150 on that dress. And it comes in 3 different prints. It comes in this mermaid print. Okay, hold on, let me get them out for you. It comes in the snake print that I was wearing, okay, which I absolutely love. I live in this dress. It comes in the mermaid. It comes in the constellation print. One of my clients actually called this constellation, and that's how it got its name. And then I have the mermaid print. So it comes in all 3 of these prints, and then you get to choose your style. Okay, you get to choose your print and your length, and then it gets to be customized for you. And it comes with a belt. You save $150. But these are limited. I only have enough fabric for one more dress in this one. This one's almost sold out. This is also very low in stock. All 3 of them are actually very low. I think I only have enough for like 2 or 3 more in some of the other prints. With the constellation is 1 more. I was like, whoa, this fabric is going fast. And a lot of times the fabrics are Italian fabrics. They're beautiful fabrics. I'm very, very fussy with my fabrics, and I like resistance, like really nice crease resistant fabric that you can travel with, that's easy to pack, that's breathable. Breathable. Please give me breathable. All right. So let me know, girlfriends, are there any questions while I am still live? I will be here for a few more minutes. My live is ending in a few minutes, so please feel free to let me know. Marilyn, let me know as well. And then Sandra, if you're still here, please feel free to ask any questions. Also, feel free to email me, guys, because if the emails do come directly to me. If you're not the type of person to hop on a chat with me and you just want to rather have an email conversation, I'll just put this in here. Here we go. Okay. So do dresses need ironing? No. The short answer is no. So it does depend on how fussy you are. Let me just say to you, okay, let me show you something. In all the time that I have had this dress, and I've packed it into a suitcase and I put it back on my rack to go to events, I have never ironed it since it was made. So they are all crease resistant. I do find sometimes like I just wash it in the sink and then hang it in the shower, and the crease, sometimes I'll put a very cool steaming on it if I'm being really fussy. But for the most part, no. The cotton dresses as well, I tend to wash them, and then just with the heat of my body, the creases fall out. So I don't do a lot of ironing. I personally, Berlin, I hate ironing. I hate it. We have to do it when we're making up a garment to press open the seams and whatever. It's my least favorite thing. And so I tend to look for things that are easy to travel with. This, okay, so let me show you. This has just been on the floor. It's just been on the floor. Like, because look, the thing is, I think, let me tell you, there is viscose and then there's viscose. So sometimes I had a lady who was commenting on my channel and she was like, oh, I would never pay that price for viscose. I'm like, well, there's viscose and there's viscose. So there is that very kind of very, very thin, not great quality. That's not what I use. So I use a really good quality. It's got quite a bit of stability in it, but it's still breathable. And then I have quite a few fabrics as well that are sustainable. So more and more trying to find sustainable options. As an example, this one that Stella's wearing, that is a sustainable viscose, which means that it has no harm, it doesn't have the harmful chemicals that usually are used to create the fabrics. And then also they will compost. So if you leave them, they won't add to the landfill. It will eventually compost if it's just been left dumped somewhere. It's not going to compost in your wardrobe. I promise you that. I tried and tested. On board. So listen, that's absolutely fine. The challenge with 100% cotton, there's a couple of challenges with 100% cotton. First of all, you have no stretch in them. So 100%, like this is cotton with a tiny bit of elastin. Okay? So this is all cotton, but the elastin allows that stretch, and that allows for a lot of flexibility. If you're wearing cotton 100%, you will never get that. Ever. And then there is the creasing factor. So, and just because something, I just want to say as well, girlfriends, just because something is cotton doesn't necessarily mean that it's better for your skin, because it also depends on how that cotton has been made. So sometimes there are chemicals that have been put on there for that cotton to be made. So it's just something to be aware of. Okay, but if it's look, I'm just gonna say elastin is like 2 to 4%. So if you don't want that and you would rather have, because it just means that you can't wear fitted clothing. So, and if you're totally fine with that, by all means, do it. Absolutely. Listen, I don't believe in rules. You must do what works for you. Do you know what I'm saying? You must do what works for you. This is viscose. Viscose is made out of tree pulp. It doesn't have elastin in it. And it is amazing. It feels like silk on the skin, but it's much easier to actually work with. And to me, it works so much better than cotton because it doesn't crease the same. But that's me. Do you know what I'm saying? So I completely understand. I am not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to advise. Okay. So girlfriends, anything else? Are there any other questions? I'm almost done. About to go out for the rest of my day. Thank you so much for joining me. This has been amazing. Feel free again to reach out if you've got any questions. I'm happy to help you. As always, if you want personal styling, if you're interested in the collection, go onto the website, tracygoldnewyork.com. You can just Google search and you'll find it. You can look at all the description in the description box. I've put them into categories. So I've put solid colors, I've put color block dresses, I've put wrap dresses, I've put wear 3-way dresses. All of those things are in the different categories to make it easy for you to shop. Feel free to reach out to me at any time, and I will see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye, everybody. Take care.